I was in a Native American museum the other day with my friend Sherry, and she turned and said, "Labriska, look." And I look at this plaque on the wall, and she knew I would appreciate this quote from Chief Joseph, Native American Indian chief. Now that's his English name. That's what the white man called him. I don't know how to say his name in his Native American language, but I know what it means. It means thunder rolling down the mountain. Anyway, Chief Joseph had this to say. He said, "We do not want churches because they will teach us to quarrel about God, as the Catholics and Protestants do. We do not want that. We may quarrel with men about things on earth, but we never quarrel about the Great Spirit." And I think Chief Joseph walked in some pretty good wisdom. He makes me think of when the Apostle Paul was trying to quiet some arguments in the early church in 1 Corinthians. Those first chapters, or first 2 or 3 chapters there. Let me give you one of the verses from the New Living Translation. This is in the very beginning of his letter to the Corinthians. Paul says, "I appeal to you, dear brothers and sisters, by the authority of our Lord Jesus Christ, to live in harmony with each other. Let there be no divisions in the church. Rather, be of one mind, united in thought and in purpose." If we're united in thought and purpose, then we're not going to get distracted by things that make us argue about the very thing that's supposed to be uniting us. And that is God's love for us, and that's God's love for all people. I am standing here on this hiking trail that goes through this historical cemetery. We've seen the grave of Kid Curry and Doc Holliday today, but you know, this is a reminder, guys, life is short. You don't know how long you've got. You don't know how long your people have got. And we need to use this time to love each other. I want to love you. I want to love you well. And I want to love this world and all these people that God made. I want to love them well. And I don't want to be arguing. I don't want to be quarreling, especially about the very thing that should unite us. I have a song in my heart right now from when I was a kid. It goes like this. Sometimes it's hard for me to understand why we pull away from each other so easily, even though we're all walking the same road. We build dividing walls between our brothers and ourselves, but I don't care what label you may wear. If you believe in Jesus, you belong with me, and the bond we share is all I care to see. We can change this world together if you will join with me. Join and sing. You're my brother, you're my sister, so take me by the hand. Together we will work until he comes. There's no foe that can defeat us when we're walking side by side. As long as there is love, we will stand. I said as long as we keep holding on to this love, we will stand. Keep the main thing the main thing.